Yes.
Welcome in, lad, yasses, and gasses. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. It is I, Ziza, Zaza, however you want to call me, your friendly yet grumbly dwarf. We don't always play the newest thing, but we do like to play the weirdest thing. But today, it's been about a week. We're finally back to Final Fantasy 16. We just kicked Titan in the nuts last game. And apparently we were helping Mid build an airship. Outside of that, I have no idea what today holds. But we're going to get right on into it. while my internet is behaving itself today. It does not seem to want to kill me today. But to summarize the issue I had last stream, my upload speed decided to tank to the bare minimum that is required for streaming. And whenever you're right up against the wall, when it's required for streaming, frame rates do weird things. So let's just say we went into unstreamable territory. There was apparently an issue in my area the following morning that was resolved. It seems to have improved since. So we're just gonna go. So let me boot up our Final Fantasy that, believe it or not, Cap'n has also been playing. Cap'n's been taking a break from Yakuza, specifically the internet lounges. I know that is their favorite thing to go play. Our internet. Oh no, it has to recompile the shaders. No. Why have you done this update? Why have you done this? Well, you get to sit here and chat with me while we wait for the shaders to get done, because I didn't think the update would reset the shaders. Original was Super Famicom, you said. Oh, did this get volume up? Oh, it did. Let's fix that. Much better. Original was Super Famicom. Dang. I know what a Super Famicom is and a Famicom. It's a common misconception by the American audience that the Famicom and the Super Famicom were just the NES and the SNES. That is not the case. Yes, they were the same system, but at the same time, they were not. There were very specific cartridges that had to be used for those in Japan that were not the same as Americanized cartridges. That was back from the before times when gaming was not one for one dependent on where you were in the world. For the longest time, Britain also did not use the same type of games. The reason for that is in Britain, PAL was the standard, which means the frame rates on British television was not the same as American television. So the PAL versions of video games actually ran at a different speed, like a completely different speed altogether. And that's why if you ordered a British copy, a PAL copy, there was a high chance it wouldn't work on your American system. Now with Japan, it was a little bit different. I know with Japan, with PlayStation, I know you could play a PlayStation PS1 game. You just had to keep that little button pressed, and they made like an actual like little add-on that you could buy in order to utilize that, which I thought was kind of cool. I know random facts from the years. And just from personal experience. Well, the upside to this is I did think I remember reading that the update changed the way that the shaders operated to improve their efficiency. So hopefully this is the last time we will do this. Why will you be eating good? Is it very long? Because if you wanted a game that would last you forever, it would probably be a game like Metaphor. Which I'm still debating on whether or not I want to stream Metaphor. But realistically, I don't think I can stream Metaphor. I genuinely don't think I have the schedule allowance for it, because that I'd have to do daily streams of about 5 hours if we wanted to finish that in a month. Because I hear Metaphor is about a 100-hour game, just like Persona. I'm assuming this is for Romancing Saga still? I like games that have replay value to an extent. One game that I have grown dissatisfied with the replay value would be Borderlands. And the reason for that is very simple. The story itself does not change in Borderlands, just your character and the way that you play through the game. Like your actual combat style. But for me, that's not enough for me to replay the game. I want the entire story to change if I change the way I play. So if Romancing Saga can do that, then that's definitely up my alley compared to something like Borderlands, where you're just changing the character that goes through the story. Another game, there's also a handful of games that I've always wanted to play, but just never was able to get a copy of them, whether it be for console reasons or just not knowing about them until later in life. For console reasons, it would be Skies of Arcadia. Never got to play the GameCube version because I found out about it afterwards, and never got to play the Dreamcast version, which was the original version. But it's one of the games on my to-do list that I want to play at some point. It's also one of the only games that actually punishes you for wanting to run. Skies of Arcadia, if you run, there is a very specific thing that you can no longer get in the game if you run at any point. It's some kind of piece of equipment, that's all I remember. But yeah, you don't get it if you run. Like, that actually negatively affects that. Now, as far as regular games that I didn't hear about until later that I've always wanted to play, Sudekin. I always wanted to play a Sudekin game, but I never got the chance to. Ah. We are here. Alright. Shaders are done. We are finally free. I hope. Let me make sure my game's still emitting audio. It is. Okay. Good. If they drop in a month that doesn't have a lot going on, I very well might pick them up. And next Halloween, I will probably keep my schedule open and only replay maybe 1 or 2 horror games. Now, I don't know how long those games are, though. I imagine they're long. That is highly unfortunate. That is actually unfortunate. Of course they would pick March. Why wouldn't they pick March? Because if every game studio wants to flip and pick March, I swear to God. March, April, and unfortunately, March, April, and May are the worst games when it comes, or sorry, the worst months when it comes to gaming, aside from September and October. September and October, I would argue, are worse. But the other heavy hitting season is unfortunately March, April, and May, which means that I will unfortunately not be picking it up. At least probably not till May. Oh, the only reason I say that is because Monster Hunter Wilds is slated to drop literally the last day of February. Like within the last 3 days of February. So most of my time will be spent doing that. Also, how long does it take to load this level? Am I missing something? Did something go wrong? It's trying. It is in fact loading. Why is it topping out now, though? I don't care about Intel System Usage Report. Okay, well, let's close out some things. Now, Desktop Windows Manager. Okay, this shouldn't take this long. Let's see. And it's still running. Stop running. For the love of God, stop running. All right, let's try that again. That was very strange. That's fair. Monster Hunter is a game that usually takes priority over all else for me. So when Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, I'm going to be playing a lot of Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, part of that is going to be dependent on whether or not I can stream it, because some of the specs are pretty high. Right now, I'm just trying to get back into the game. See, I still don't... see? And now it loads. It must have hung for some reason. Honestly, I still haven't given 2 Point Campus a fair shake. So I probably will not be picking up Museum. I usually get into these instances where I want to play games specifically like 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point Campus, Ixion, those sort of games. But they come in, that feeling comes and goes. So eventually we'll get back to those, and I'll be on those for a while. But the reason why I prefer Hospital out of all of them is because I used to play Theme Hospital on the PlayStation way back when. And it was kind of in the same vein, but it was more about managing a hospital. So I always like those silly, like, little management games. And something we're going to do that I didn't think that I was going to do. Let's get rid of all this extra garbage. We do not care about damage of abilities anymore. And we have, what was that? Let's see, Griffin's Head Braid. No, don't care about that. Attack, don't care about that. Temporarily increase attack proficiency with each percent. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's have that. Oh, and then we were gonna change. And what did I actually master? We mastered the counter. This is okay because I wanted to swap this with Ramu, and then let us get no, not Thunderstorm, not Pile Drive. It was Lightning Rod. We want a Lightning Rod.
Me.
And let's see. Now we got Mastered Lightning Rod. I'll have to check that out. I just haven't had the time. I do want to get back and get Campus and all the DLC. See, we were helping Mid get her stuff for the airship, or what I can assume is an airship.
Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Honestly, if I had my choice, I would be the Ramu boy.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shot.
I would be beardy. I would be the beard icon. I would have been Sid. Ramu is best boy.
What do you need?
What do I need? I want to know if you can upgrade any of my crap.
Anything else?
Nope, you're just for show, Blackthorn.
Crack the crystal too.
He cracked the crystal. You can't crack a crystal. I mean, I can break a mother crystal, but a regular crystal? That's impressive.
Mid hasn't been.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
We better call this ship the Sid.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Or TG Sid.
Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
What's her name? Really? I'm so sorry.
Is this a...
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plan. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode.
Thank
This
you
is
for
where the helm
dumbing it
comes
down
in.
for me.
It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat.
I managed to learn a new word today. I didn't realize thermophilic was an actual word.
Far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, They're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them
See,
the
that I
perfect material for our
understand.
protective hood.
But thermophilic?
If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would...
Whoa, lady. Calm down.
Said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, it's no longer
An
a matter of just
unwanted
walking in and taking-
adventure?
I see. Would that help?
Or an unwanted visitor? We get to go smack a visitor? Don't mind if I do. Yes. Hey! Wait a second. Where did that go? Oh joy, it has disappeared. That was not supposed to disappear. Is it? Oh, it's because I moved it. That was dumb of me. Okay, I'll have to fix that later. I probably have to re-download that image. Mainly because I don't remember where it's at. I was cleaning up my desktop yesterday. Not my desktop, I was cleaning up... Well, no, I guess it'd still be my desktop. I was cleaning up my dwarven computer yesterday. Is it time?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
Ah! It's only meteorites, but I'll take it.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Alright, you there.
How are you doing?
Do you have any
Anything
quests?
catch your eye? Seen enough?
You haven't done anything in 55 chapters. Got anything for me to punch? No. Alright, then to Lobert's Pass. Remember how to operate this map. Oh wait, Lost Wing. What about oh god, what is his name? The guy at Lost
Taking you
Wing.
all to a storehouse in the bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Alright, well they're still readying for war. We do need to go to the upstairs stairs. I will say, all things considered, having played this from day one, the optimization does appear to be getting better. It's not great, mind you, but it does appear to be getting better. The towns are at least not chugging like they were before. They probably found whatever little gremlin was causing the graphical freakout. Because I also noticed I haven't seen any broken foliage anymore. Ramu! With Titan. Interesting. They don't actually count as being alive until they start moving. Oh wait, no. If we're gonna do this, we do not want heat wave. We want ignition. Okay, what is this? What is this so-called mysterious resident?
Oh, there you are, Sid. The,
Creature? What creature? I don't see a creature.
Of course.
What creature? There ain't no creature here, lady. Is there supposed to be something here? Oh, hey, a treasure chest.
This must be our unwanted visitor.
It's an Artimon.
Time to go.
Oh, that's sneaky. Okay, that's going to be a little bit difficult. That's right. Silly Arimon. I mean, you can try harder than that, you floating eyeball. Just punching him. Ooh, hot chocolate and marshmallows, you say? Honestly, it's been feeling like that the last few days. It may be in the 70s, but it sure as heck feels like the 60s.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble.
Indeed. Well,
All right.
Well, at least we got the punch of floating eyeball. Ooh, Eye of the Warrior. Increases strength tonic duration by 10 seconds. Sadly, it doesn't typically get that cold here for us. We get like that cold. We get like in the 30s for like 2 months. I wonder if these chains are supposed to be like country borders.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Troops at every border crossing, you say? Oh, yeah. I did hear that. So I actually have a coworker,
Might need some help setting up that thing.
a good old bar coworker. Who lives up that way in the real realm?
Soon.
Mid.
She's been complaining about how
We'll cover
cold
the
it
material
is.
For the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
I thought you said you talked to Tomes already. Oh, trust me, until it gets to be about 40 degrees, for me, it's about 40 degrees, and it has to be windy. It either has to be cold and wet, or cold and windy. And only then will I wear jeans. Because there's nothing more that I hate other than wearing jeans. If I cannot wear shorts and short sleeves, I don't want to live in this country anymore. But I also don't want to live where I'm melting. I'm very peculiar. I didn't want to have to do all these fetch quests, but we're in between main story points, so we have to do the little lore building.
Hippocrates.
For you, Clark?
Well, actually, it's for Mid. Did you take a look at...
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Yes, do you know anything,
It is
Tomes?
not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Ah,
Consider the
that makes
lake we have
sense.
made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most
Moon-dew.
ferocious. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection. I shall speak to them if you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of the past.
Thank you,
So we're making moon dew. Supposedly strong enough to resist dragons' fire.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Oh, you have got to be joking. You tell me this now? Don't ever pick Xfinity, kids. Fellow dwarves, beards, and things like that. Apparently, they found another issue in my area. And now they're going to fix it. So hopefully, I don't lose my connection. We can hope.
Clive, who will accompany?
It's going to be Jill, of course.
Very
I like
well.
Jill.
So then, what?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now.
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Oh, it's that market. I like how none of these fast travel points allow me back into the city proper.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right.
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need.
Pepio nuts and garlic.
Up! You'll not find a bruised fresh cuts. Come and get them.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking.
How the hell is anyone so... What do you want? If that's what you want.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
All right, what do you have, lady? Oh yeah, she has Before the Storm.
Fine day to you.
I like how some of the scrolls are like $1 billion and certain scrolls are like,
Did you find
here,
anything?
have it for $0.25.
I did.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Now all that remains is for hypocrisy. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Oh, are we finally gonna get to see them finally say they like each other? Please.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Poor Torgal. But we love
Was there anything you
Torgal.
wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might
Drax,
share one with
welcome
me.
in.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
How you doing today, buddy?
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham, and it was just... Oh.
The adventures of Torgal and Co. continue.
Sorry.
Well, it's gone now.
You're right. I really do feel like a child again.
I dropped some food.
Clive.
Wait, you've never driven on the highway, Drax? Yeah, so I actually learned I actually had to take a driver's ed course back in high school. So part of the course, we actually got to drive on the interstate, which is what we call it. And yeah, it's not a fun experience the first time. Everybody's going so fast.
Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Oh my God. The romantic tension. It never ends. Just say you like her, dang it. Or the other way, I don't care.
Well, I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Ty. I'll see you at the hideout.
Take care.
Yes, we're going back to the hideout, we know. You're doing your learners in the area of Canada you're at. We have 3 tests. The written test, the driving with restrictions, and the do wherever. So we technically only have 2 steps. We have what's called the learners, which that is where you can only drive with a licensed individual. So that one, you basically pass a written test and a little driving test, and you get your learner's permit. Now, the exact requirements for the learner's permit do vary from state to state, probably just like it does from province to province in Canada. But then you can get your full license. The thing is, I don't believe you have to retake the test to get your full license, because it's been a very long time for me, but I do believe but it also might be the learners only requires the written, and then when you go back to get your full license, you have to take the actual driving test. However, in some states like my own, if you take driver's ed and get the certificate from passing the class, in some states it exempts you from taking the driving portion of the test. And that's how it was for me. We did both driving with restrictions and driving wherever when I did my driver's ed class. So in the same vein, it's very similar. Except you apparently, they're more gradual about y'all, which is a good thing. Personally, I think America could benefit from such a breakdown of tests, because Lord have mercy, we have crappy drivers.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
Ooh, are we beginning?
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway. under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Many hands make light work. Oh, by the way, Drax, if you haven't noticed,
Clive?
it's nothing but Titan Lost back at the hideaway now.
Thank you. It was nice just being with you.
I know, right?
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
Best song in the entire game so far.
I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the Moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying, followed by a rigorous process of testing. Perhaps someone ought to warn.
Leave it to thank you.
Letting off steam number 3. Oh, hey, more money items.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Main quest-wise, I'm hoping to get to Into the
Please, the amount of
Fire.
work on the shielding is underway.
That is my goal for today.
For it.
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference.
Didgeridoo-dahs.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Precision walloping. Precision walloping. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Sometime. Oh, what am I looking at? What the hell is this? What the?
It's finished! It's finally finished!
What is it?
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
3 more to go.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Okay. We have a mithril engine. What it does? Nothing, apparently.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown.
Oh, yeah, because it's got to be called the
Searching for land untouched
Enterprise.
by the blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, Cap.
Yay! We got Mid to get out from her labyrinth workshop.
Mid told me she was building
a ship. No! We have more quests! Ah! I knew it. No hunts, though. Really? Yeah, we have an upgrade quest. Appears to be from her workshop.
I think Mid might need some help.
Helena? It is Helena. No.
Here.
Owain.
Let's hear it.
Well,
An alembic.
Yes. Bunging a solution you want split in, and it will separate it. Problem is, it won't always get, which is why I
Need to filter the liquid.
Imagine Ty.
Prop.
So what exactly?
Nothing but bomb ash. Gave you support certain.
Bomb ash.
All right.
Oh, and it looks like we gotta fight a hunt.
I've tried to find a supplier for this stuff.
Oh, the Bomb King, he says. That sounds dangerous, I say. But if there's one thing that I will not be called, it's the guy that didn't do all the hunts. All 32-ish of them. Okay. The Croc. Sandbreck. Wait. Hold on a second. Oh, there's two. We have two quests. I didn't even see the other quest because it's in my inbox in my room.
He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
All right, let's see here. About Blackthorn. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. I'm thinking, if it wasn't leather was what was on his mind, maybe there's other demons shoving their pitchfork. Sure, why not?
Hopefully it's nothing.
Should speak to Blackthorn. Blacksmith Blues. Something ain't right with that hound of yours. Apparently, there were quests in this inbox, and I didn't realize it. Hideaway ledges, something that might need my attention, you say? Open 10 letters for reading at the table. Alright, let's talk to our friends.
Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realized he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah, no. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting.
And if you knew how to we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about...
I'll see what I can find. Sharper sword, and we can't have them.
Sure as
Sharper swords, you say, Blackthorn.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of the mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than...
What's wrong, Torgal? What's wrong, boy?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do.
I suppose things happened. Perhaps Hippocrates...
Instead of everything.
Hippocrates.
You're looking...
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmeckian bloke. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be if you can.
So he's all about the money and nothing else, because he's that dumb.
Lawsman, I need to...
He isn't it?
I don't think so. She says he's
Lost
hardly
his
been touching
appetite.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield all as to where one might find a suitable substitute. Some antelope,
I don't recall ever seeing...
And little wonder. The oldest and the last elder antelope sighting I recall...
Chrysidia.
Good hunt.
Elder Antelope and Chrysidia. Wait, why is there something still here? right, because he wanted to help. We gotta go talk to one more guy. I forgot about our Alliant reporter guy who had a side quest as well. We got the Croc in Sanbreck and Chrysidia in Rosalith, I believe. Look at that. What did you need, my homie?
That's why I'm...
Shh, Otto. A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the Hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a... I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna need help.
Be late for...
There you are!
Auto found him.
Straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. You know, he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the Hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of...
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But is there anything I can...
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for...
When times got lean.
15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more...
I'm sure they...
But you know how it is with this place.
I know.
So we're gonna give him gems?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well,
don't worry.
Really?
No.
Good luck, buddy. Wait, those are star rubies? Damn, we are rich. Those that definitely, yeah, that would definitely make me rich. Yo, homie.
Mr. Noble says Drake's... Our hero returns. Try not to die.
Wait, are you not the dame? Or was the dame somewhere else?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
They're saying Drake's fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself.
No, definitely not him.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Oh, we stepping outside? Why are we stepping outside?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to...
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to...
I don't suppose you saw with the...
I did not, no.
The bandit's bed. We're going to rescue this douchebag's luggage. Damn, they went to the four corners of the world.
Faster!
All right. Come, Ambrosio, we ride. Dang, they really did go to the opposite side of the map. Also, why is there sand dune? Why are there sand tornadoes now? And apparently they disappear before I can even get closer to them. I wanted to actually go, like, stand in it. See if it actually did anything. Sorry, Scorpion. Bye, Scorpion.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Nice try there, whoever the innkeeper is. Nice try there, buddy. Nice try.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
Let's get it back to Dalamil. Dalamil, he says.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, Stretch?
Wyvern. Glad to make your...
A formidable name indeed. Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments.
Thank you, Drax. We appreciate it.
You're a peculiar fellow.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single
It's a rapier.
and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with the very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion.
I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he...
There are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis, Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. Redeem!
Man, even he doesn't like Lord Rosfield. But we love Lord Rosfield.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Coming, my lordship.
That's funny. Poor Uncle Rosfield. Uncle Byron.
Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now.
Alright, now we go to the croc. Wherever the croc might be. But it said Sanbreck. Let's see. Says it should be near here. There's a few places we haven't been. Holy Eye. Gregor's Wheat. Dragon's here. We got Eastwatch. There's a few places it could be. Not many, but a few. We got where the Imperial Chase could be down here. Well, there's some kind of building. Heaven Hall.
That'll do, girl.
This looks like where some... this seems like where a creature could be. Obviously not here right now. There's a path to back here. This would be like some fallen ruins. What is that? Hello? Mr. Rock? Oh god. It's a bomb. I thought it was a rock.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
He doesn't even have a stagger bar, which is weird to me. Oh god, there's more of them. Oh god. Holy what is that? Ow. Okay, so one of those dudes did like 1,000 damage.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash.
Oh man,
This
I
looks
wasn't
like the stuff.
expecting that much
Let's
damage.
see if there's any more. That should do it.
See, we should probably go ahead and go down this path as well, just so we can flush out our map right now.
Keep them pilchards nice and chill. I won't have you spoiling another.
Look at this place.
Let's see. Should be right this way. Now, no, that was in Rosalith. So it's actually more down this way. Yeah, it should be this way. Some raptors. Okay, so it's just a little area. Yeah, not much going on here. Wait. Did I forget to give some? Oh, right, the dame. I forgot about the dame. I'm supposed to pay her.
There's talk at the glass. How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to. It's all right.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Oil of Talk?
Ah, yes, Isabel.
I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be more to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness.
Let me get a drink real quick.
I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well.
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Otto had a son?
Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
So this is the obligatory learn more about Otto quest. Makes sense. Yeah, they're both in crappy locations, so we'll just start with Martha. At least Martha's is easier to get to.
Clive, we were...
I wasn't expecting, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this.
Why not?
It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone.
Sid the face, Otto the
We
backbone.
were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
Half is stubborn, twice as handsome.
If he's still with us.
Alright, yeah, we're not traveling to go. We still have one other quest of the side variety to do. All right. Tally-ho! To the Elder Antelope. Oh, hi, Minotaur. Hi, Minotaur.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope...
Oh, Jesus! He came out of nowhere.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
I didn't think that would happen. Not quite enough to get a level up, though.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder?
He's a happy boy.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
He just needs bigger bones.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Pet the Torgal. We have to pet the Torgal. It's obligatory.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off. So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him. Sorry for the wait. But hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A sundered whetstone.
Whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse just...
I'll be working...
Ah, we got him back.
Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you.
And you come and fight.
Right.
So, does he... Can I reinforce my stuff again? We leveled up. Woohoo! We're level 37. Oh! It's the Excalibur! We got the... Ooh! We got the Excalibur blueprint. Woohoo! Watch it be the most garbage of garbage weapons.
What do you need?
What do you need for Excalibur? Holy! No! Not like this! I literally just sold this last game. No!
Anything else?
I literally sold my Wirite last game.
Well, don't just stand there, go.
Karen, do you have any Wirite? Oh, praise be Karen. Praise be. Karen to the rescue.
Back, are ya?
Let's try this again.
Will it be? Should last you a good while.
It's not very fancy. 268 versus... It's still 30 points higher than the enhancer. Wait, you had a green thing.
And what can I do for you? I don't know many fleshes who deal in Kutsasa. Try not to get yourself killed, eh?
Fleshers. But we got the Excalibur. Okay, it actually looks like a proper sword. But still, how was I supposed to know that Karen would need 300 Wirite?
Indeed, Lawsman.
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
But that reminds me, you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Oh?
Precisely
Torgal lore?
A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen. One can but speculate.
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow...
Ah, so he's becoming Super Torgal. He has become Super Torgal. Oh, we can increase Torgal's attack potency. Will we ever do that? No.
My knowledge is yours. I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes?
No, I just wish to update the tomes. Dun, 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 By the way, our next set of hunts will not be until after the next main story quest, sadly.
Accepted the ruby.
Ah, she was just too stuck. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't saying I...
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
Wait, that's a treasure chest. Man, I didn't know that was down there. Shame on me. All right, let's see what's down here.
How's that hunt for the bomb ash?
I have it.
Here you go, buddy. Have some bomb ash.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it. You're a gent. Right then.
Contraption. Why is it a contraption? It should not be a contraption. Bro, what are you doing? Oh, it's an actual limbic.
Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the...
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder.
There's no need.
Don't be... Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you...
What?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to...
Well,
that's the spirit.
Oh, so this is how we get the more potions.
Well...
It's certainly...
Right.
Thank you.
No, for support.
So we have extra potion allotment now? Increases consumable inventory. Inventory increased. Neat. More potions is never a bad thing.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
That's acceptable, Lady Karen.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. The fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Dude, if that's his mother, I'm gonna laugh.
I hear you ended up delivering it. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to, forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster.
Damn.
Away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left in my
Otto.
eye. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
And now I'm that man. Tarja, Karen, that guy.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
Man, all the lore is in these side quests.
Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
Do it. Tell him you love him, you grumpy old sod. Yeah, what?
No. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
Gonna hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this. This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Aha! We now have Sid's cup. What does it do? Does it do anything? Oh, hey! I can look at it anytime I want now.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
High Cleric's Medallions. Increases healing potency of high potions by 25%.
You earned this. All done?
Alright, yep. We've done everything we can for now.
We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear. No excuses.
Not quite.
She said that.
She.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Damn it. Damn it, Mid.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tom said?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to sort of letter for urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mean.
Wait, something wrong with my uncle?
What tidings, Uncle?
I My dear boy, my journey to Canva has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but has considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Personally, I believe Miss Telemon's project can be quite valiant, the Enterprise. I doubt the authorities would take too kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. If rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pin you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two to watch on our fellowship. Your loving Uncle Byron. We're gonna keep going though.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching it, just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High House.
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on, just be sure give Sid.
Oh, by the way, she's got something.
I hope she...
Alright, let's go. Let's after her. Oh! Sid's legacy.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance.
We must live.
And not as slaves to the crystals.
But as free men.
Free men.
You tell him, Clive. Jill! Oh, Karen, too.
Lady Karen. What a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
That's not good.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these.
So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them.
The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
He's like a kid.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Poor Karen.
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Let's roll, Jill. And we're on the road again.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
And we're on the road again. Let's see, if I had to hazard a guess, we're somehow gonna sail from the free city of Canver, which is one of these two, all the way up to here and take down a crystal. I'm assuming this is Canver. Onward!
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too.
Oh, we're on the other side. So that's how we get here. Wait, a new quest is nearby. Oh, so there is.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
There's that fishing village from last game. Wombo combo. Let's see.
So what do you think? Really?
Oh, why?
Too much
I
trouble,
take it
you
there's
say?
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow?
Oh, no doubt.
What do you
Well
got?
met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant.
How does a merchant miss?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation...
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got...
You, however, chances are they'll come for you either.
They're probably banning.
You've clearly got a fight.
We're lucky now. Hoping to make a heavy, reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods.
All right.
No. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction.
Let me guess. They're actually the crooks.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Man. I forgot how loud the combat gets. Like, I can keep minimizing it, but it just spikes the audio hard for some reason. Let's see. Do they have a setting just for effects? Let's try that. Let's try this at 90.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Actually, where is that cart?
Getting all of this out of...
Seems we've found ourselves the...
Are you gonna fight me too?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's...
Well, pleasure doing business with you.
It's been a pleasure.
There's no need to be... What if we want his help again next time?
Yeah, where do you get off telling me to piss off? How about you piss off and I take the cabbages for myself? You ever thought about that? Maybe I want the cabbages. So 2390 for Flames of Rebirth or 2000 for Super Limit Break.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least.
The path continues on the other side.
This is a very strange bridge. Well, that was easy. All right, what we got up here at the top of the mountain? That is a giant waterfall. The final sin. The Dalmekian Republic.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If
Oh,
anyone
so
ever
that's
manages
the
to climb those
crater.
depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him two curses.
Dominance and bearers.
Interesting. Jay, welcome in.
I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home,
Cock, seafood, cock, swiggle.
dominant
How was
inherited the
work?
throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you?
Jay, how's work?
When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
See, you're not even a teacher. Your job title is not teacher.
It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
Your job title is making sure the building doesn't burn down. There is a difference.
The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Now, what were you thinking, Clive? Clive, I must know, what was your brain hole thinking? Seat of the Imperial Court. Imperial Palace Audience Chamber.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrec.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it.
Also,
And I can
this
think of none better suited for
this
the task.
idiot kid, that ass of a lady, and this douchebag of a prince, not prince, king. Prince is okay.
Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Except you're next.
These are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
He's gone mad.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sambrek.
He's literally gone mad.
Father.
Probably in no thanks to my mother.
Much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrek, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Doesn't care about the flower.
That you will not inherit your father's throne.
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
Lady, I am going to raise you and your kingdom to the ground.
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
I should probably close that. Just in case. All right. Let's see here. So, something about Dion's blood. We have another confirmation that our mother is a crazy lady. And apparently she feels that anyone who's not born twice of royalty is apparently stupid. Apparently.
Come on.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
Sir, I am busy. How dare you attack Ambrosia? Rude.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
I want to see if there's a teleporter down this
They've
way.
closed the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital. Let's go. Faster!
Alright, fine. We'll go this way. Apparently I can run through people. So this is Zemeckis.
Not much further to Baghdad now.
Good.
Land of the God. Oh, that is a very large hole. Much smaller than I was thinking it was going to be.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Well, if they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing, maybe they should learn.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let's see. The Wheel and Crescent. This doesn't look much like a market. Okay, it's
and caravans, scooping up all the best customers. Leave some for the rest of us.
there. It is.
You won't find a finer array
Let's
this
see.
side of the strait.
We got some stuff. Probably not enough for me to sell items for.
You're sure you don't need it? Thank you.
Because I sold a lot of what I had last game. So you can keep your dirty orchestrions for now. See if we can find Goots. So this is the Baklad market.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we?
Goots. Hey, that's not how I would pronounce Goots. Just saying.
He must be around here somewhere.
My peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Now let's see if we can find
anything of this
Goots.
quality in Twinside.
There he is.
Ah, good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me.
So, to get...
I know where. No one knows.
The obligatory... The obligatory, hey, I got bumped and they stole my pass, man.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
Of course, they'd make me go retrieve a trading pass before we can continue the story. Why wouldn't they? The red chocobo.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave
Holy shite.
We're not here for that.
it. Then I bid you good day.
Wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
Are we getting the obligatory, hey, these people are here to help you, here's my symbol quest?
So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct?
Yep.
Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
I don't want an explanation, I just want my pass back. Is that too much to ask for?
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
Oh, what kind of phone call did you get, Jay? Do you find out that you have to teach yet an 8th class?
So the children are stealing passes to...
Yes, passes are inscribed with the names of their owners. And yet, none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passes.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the same someone who... And the same someone. Whoever they are, they're ruining the lives.
Why are you in
merchants,
center?
which is why we've decided to take a stand.
Oh. What does that mean? What do you mean, an inquiry? Like, hey, what time do you close?
Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back?
And we want to ensure that no more catch whoever's behind it all. And 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Give me 1 second.
Is that?
I didn't actually know what it looked like. Appreciate it. Alrighty.
Any other
Sorry about
way
that.
of getting to the Crystalline Dominion
Yeah, but
goods?
what kind of
They
inquiry?
won't let you
You
in
still
if you're
haven't
not with
answered the
caravan.
question.
It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait.
I'm back.
But the guards will definitely spot you if you try
My
and do
aunt
that.
was
we
coming
don't
to
wanna
deliver
get
me
spotted,
some
right?
coffee.
So either we find the
Specifically
people who took the
mushroom
path,
coffee.
or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Yeah, mushroom coffee. It's called Rise.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Where that?
Yeah,
This will maybe
R-Y-Z-E.
for a friend. I suggest that you speak.
The furniture.
Ah. So just the generic, hey, what y'all do? Type question. I don't know, but it's weird in that the mushroom coffee you actually mix with water. You don't make it like actual coffee. So
Snake spit for the road?
I'll have to try it and let you know.
Next to the checkpoint.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see?
Mush.
Less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Got me some
Their eyes
snack
must have
chips.
lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
I'll take the large one.
Come taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life.
Fish for sale! Can I interest you? Ah,
She's asked me to help her.
is that so? For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their past street urchins by the
orphans from the...
A few,
So
perhaps.
orphans are stealing.
You saw the refugees gathered by... They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of...
Shame.
Whoever's behind this would have to...
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have...
It's worth...
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were...
Questioning children, she says. It won't be hard, she says.
Excuse me.
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering...
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry.
Damn.
I'll take the lot.
The finest earthenware from the Free Cities, all but unbreakable.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
So he don't know anything. He don't know anything.
What do you want? It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, he said he got a job.
Sounds promising.
We need to...
Do you know where you're...
He's usually by the...
Thank you.
So Hanja.
Come on, come on.
Hansa. But yeah, speaking of your inquiry, one place I used to work at, we'd always have to answer with the same thing. And honestly, it got old. But working in retail, the worst question that I ever got is like, what time y'all close?
Daddy.
And I'm like, come on, it's listed on the door. It's listed on the website. It's literally listed everywhere.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our gut.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill?
All right.
All right, time to chase them.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you see a boy run?
There was a boy.
Thank you.
Back towards the chocobo pins.
Oh, shit.
It's all right, Hans. I just want to...
Fine.
I'm looking for the people who are making you
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill.
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look...
You're... him! I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after.
Like, whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their guilt,
So he got his pass stolen, and now we're getting assaulted by the people who is stealing, apparently.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your
Who's this guy?
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goods. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
Eloise? Oh, is he a no? Got the people too lazy to look, even when it... Yep, you right, Drax. You right. So right.
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
Especially when you tell them we're closing in 5 minutes and they come in anyways.
Theodore. Theodore. Vultures who have made Barclay. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with Gil and bullying those without it into... I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hans is a good lad. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones... Clive, was it? And my sisters asked, then we all want the same.
We gotta kill the cast stones.
So,
what else? You get your trader's pass.
All right then.
All right.
We gotta take on the cast stones.
Hansa, where are they camped?
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the...
We'll try it this time.
Back down.
To Leighton's Clefter.
So my assumption is that they are actually camping out at the fishing village.
Better not have scared any of my birds.
That's what I'm pretty sure is gonna happen. It's the only thing that logically makes sense.
Daddy. There are no crystals here.
Another one that irks me is, will this fit my kid? They're a bit heavier though. Like, lady, how would I know your own kid's size? Bro, you telling me. The best part is I used to work at Best Buy, right? Back when I was a real living, breathing human. And the best part is I would sell laptops and people would literally, to my face, ask me, this thing got Wi-Fi? Can you tell me this thing got Wi-Fi? And I'm like, bro, it's a laptop. Yes.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own. I doubt these were the ringleaders.
There were cast stones. And now they're dead. Yeah. Now, in this day and age, everything can play Doom, including your fridge.
We got company!
That's the logic.
More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
Ah, so they're this way. Let's see. There's this thing got Wi-Fi, and then there's the ones that say they want it to basically. There's the ones that have the laptop. They're like, I want a laptop that can be God. And then I showed them the laptop that can make them God. They're like, no. I want the $300 one. So you don't want to be God, is that it? You want to be angry at your purchase that you bought a $300 laptop? Okay. Can't fix stupid.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new...
Especially the little ones.
It'll be a shame when they chop them off. But till then...
Scum.
The leaders of the...
They don't deserve any
I wasn't planning on
We're ready.
Oh, I'm...
Fuck. It's that guard from Falkland. Kill him. Kill them all.
Dang it, I accidentally switched skills. Oh, come on, I keep missing my button press. There we go. Enemies slain. Damn, they stole a lot of stuff.
And they say gold chains, rings, purses. And traders.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. Now I just need to sort through it all and...
We should go and give Eloise the good...
Of course. Oh, and...
We'll be glad.
We got the trading passes back. Obligatory quest line off to the side that really didn't need to be a side quest has been completed.
Clark.
Quite the op.
We got good news.
So it was the cast stones who... And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpocket. I only hope yours is a...
Speaking of Theo, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind. Here, Clive. Goods' pass.
I will.
We got it! Yay!
I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sort?
Of course. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. Would it now?
Sid.
Don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are
Dwarven
seeking to
crafts.
expand our
Fine
Captain.
dwarven crafts.
And who better
Direct
to
from
join
Welcome
us
in,
than
Captain.
the
Won't
in the
find
field?
better.
Cabin
Yeah,
I see you were.
25 viewers.
I see you were also playing Final Fantasy 16. Have you arrived in the Enterprise? Also, welcome, yads, lasses, and gasses. I'm your friendly, yet grumbly dwarf Zaza, proprietor of the Dragon's Den. And we too are playing Final Fantasy 16. I don't always play the newest thing, but I do like the weirdest thing. Yeah, man, go get yourself a nap. I know you've been playing this game about as hard as I have. You are ahead of me in the. I think you actually passed by me either last time you streamed it or today, but we are somewhere between. For broad spectrum, we are somewhere between Titan and Bahamut as far as storyline goes. We're after Titan, but not to the next one.
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together?
Yeah, it's been about a week since I played last.
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor.
Oh, I know Drax. I've been keeping tabs on it.
Here, Clive.
At least until spoiler territory. Well, we've been busy. There was the incident with the ISP on Wednesday. So yeah, or sorry, Thursday. So yeah, it's been a week. But we've also, like you said, we've been playing horror games as well.
Places while I have associates in lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Oh, so that it's 2-4. Okay.
I shall bear it.
Obligatory friendship bracelet. Got it.
Pass should secure you a place on the caravan. But if you encounter any difficulties,
Yes,
we
get
would
the
be delighted
tankards.
to provide you with a coach
Enjoy
of our
it.
own.
Also, enjoy your nap.
Price, of course. Say
Also,
9 million?
I forgot to say, welcome in Chan, welcome in Burbo, welcome in Captain, welcome in Drax. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Let's see. I think that was everybody that I saw a name for. Let's see. Reduce thunder. As much as I like the reduced cooldown items, I feel like we don't have enough accessory slots to like use them properly.
Right then. Let's get this back to
Because there's just so many
And then it's on to the
accessories.
Dominion.
Oh lord, more side. Oh, we got triple side quests.
Let me carry your goods. Pardon me, but
All right, what do you require?
well-notched steel and impressed. Might you be convinced?
How exactly?
Well, being and
Investigate
how should you accept?
ruins, ne'er-do-wells. We get to learn lore.
What?
But
Yes, Chan, and enjoy your tankard.
wait.
And he's gone.
I'd better make.
Where did he even go? Actually, where did he go? Oh, please tell me they didn't put the escort missions in here as well. Please, no. I don't want to have to escort people outside of 14.
If our new arrivals
No, I just need to see about getting away. Bad news.
The tavern keeper.
The serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go in and...
What exactly are you celebrating?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throat.
So I've heard.
Oh. A gentleman who might... Would you pass the good news to a few friends?
Oh, so he's just selling it. Okay, so he just wants me to invite his friends over. To get drunk. Makes sense. I too ask my friends sometimes if they just want to get drunk. Not the ads. Well, we are in side quest territory, so that is acceptable. Hey, your buddy needs you. There you go. Your buddy has a Gotland 66. You there?
I see you've been of some assistance. Finding someone.
Let's see. What do you need?
You see, I've been having trouble with thieves. And I was griping about my lot to it. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that.
Wait.
Any idea where his search for
The old Joseph's lived up.
I can't imagine there.
Wait, isn't Joseph the guy that helped us get the cabbages? I thought Joseph was the cabbage guy. Oh, we need to go down this way. We need to go down this way anyways to talk to this side quest people. Peaches and pears. Beets and beans.
Come one, come all.
Come one, come all.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Caravan, it stops next to the checkpoint, you say?
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Tight-fisted swines.
Was it you? Bolik.
I'm looking for Bolek.
Well, you found him.
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now.
You must be a busy...
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, when they do, well, you know what?
Wine sounding better by the minute, he says. I wish I could run in towns. You there? The innkeeper has a Gotland 66 for you.
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Go ahead and finish off this quest before we leave the town to do the other side quests.
I spoke to your friend.
That's fantastic. It's been a while since we... And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is...
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace. If those three are the backbone of Boklad, lose any one of them, and without the market, I wouldn't have a single cup. Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they right.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though.
A Gotan 60 Just as well, a bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows.
Here they are,
The three pillars of Bokland.
the woes of the world may be never a true.
What, you're not gonna ask for a cup? Come on, Clive, you're better than this. Oh, hey, we finally broke 2,000 again. You know what time it is? Super limit break. Now we have 4 bars. All is well again. All right, let's see here. Oh, hi, Theo. Bye, Theo.
That's that then.
Okay. Why, hi there, friend.
Information.
Now you mention it, there...
Which way did he go?
I buggered off down the road, I expect.
Okay, fine. No need to get all up in a tizzy, because I asked you a question. Alright, let's see where our friends are.
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for
Come on, y'all can do better than this. Or not. Poor bandits.
Are you hurt?
Happily not. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them. With very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as... Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery. Come.
You know, what did make the giant hole and cleave through a fallen relic all in one fell swoop?
He's passionate.
Like genuinely, what could do this? If we're being honest, you know what I think did this? Ifrit. I mean, think about it. If you look at Hell Flame, it's literally a giant spirit bomb. Who's to say that Ifrit didn't once have all this power? I mean, it could have also been Joe Mama. Hey, it could have even been Ifrit's mama. Heyo! Alright, who is this group?
Don't want any.
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't seen. Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up those ones over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. Shh! Now, I only told.
I'd listen to your mum.
Alright, so up we go. So yeah, to Meketh. Wait, but I can't climb this. Can I? Oh, now I can.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Oh? An ancient sword, it says. It's actually not that weak. All things considered. Alright, well, we're at the cave. And there's goblins.
I think we found our thieves.
Oh, he's even got a crown. Goblin Prince. Well, so much for the prince being strong. I actually expected a little bit more from him, if I'm being honest.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone that long? It wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated.
Why? I mean, it's a goblin. Why are things more complicated?
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food. They stole because it was that or starvation.
So you spared them?
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't, and once they've learned to hunt and forage...
I'm impressed.
Do me a favor. Oh,
your secret.
Oh, so goblins are smart. That's not a good thing, if I'm being honest. If goblins are smart, what's next? Kobolds? Garudas? Heck, we might end up with mini titans before too long. Then we'd be in a real pickle. Alright, now for the final side quest, hopefully.
No. Alright then. Who's first?
Alright, what you got for me now, Scholar Man?
You're going to get yourself... Oh, that would not do. That would not when such majesty stretches out.
The final sin in all its glory.
As tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods. And great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter, but we must not go onward.
Oh god, there's more. Get back here. Sir, get back here. You're not safe. Ambrosia?
Good God.
Ah, there you are. Onward, Ambrosia. Also, I'm sad that there's no achievement for killing an enemy with Ambrosia. I wonder if there's an achievement for killing ex-enemies with Ambrosia. Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time. Nice try.
They gotta do better. They gotta do better than this. Come on. They gotta be willing to be like that S rank hunt that I fought. Freaking lasers everywhere.
Still in one.
It would seem, and once more, you impress me. Though
Echoes.
concurs with the legends and attributed the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, could the construction...
Well, I can at least tell you with 100% certainty, it's not me, Drax. It's you. Because I'm not actually dropping frames.
...of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven...
Glad to help, but...
I fear I may have rather overstated. You see, even so...
That's what
I am...
Captive audience, he says. Well, there's nothing indicating that the audio is crunchy, so... The only possible thing I can do is do this. If I can remember how to do this. There we go.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little
That's
extra
weird.
trouble I have.
There's not anything I can do for that. Like, genuinely, there's nothing I can do other than restart the game. Because it only sounds crunchy to you. AKA, it only sounds crunchy through stream. I'm not hearing the crunch. Nope, still crunch. Let's see, no frames dropped. Nothing wrong with the game.